Hello, this is David Landry with the Gervais Group. Welcome back to our YouTube channel, Cape Cod Like a Local. Today's episode will address the subject of home warranties and how they can help buyers and sellers move from home inspection to close. I thought I would start out by describing exactly what is a home warranty. So home warranty is a renewable home service plan that offers discounted repair and replacement services on home appliances and home systems. The number of home warranty vendors is quite numerous, and their contracts and terms may vary, and coverage depends on the type of warranty that you're looking to purchase. A home warranty can be an excellent option to help protect your home, especially in combination with a homeowner's policy, because together they can pretty much protect you against most areas of risk. However, if you've recently purchased a new home, or if you've recently purchased new appliances, then most likely those home appliances and home services are already covered by a manufacturer's warranty. So a home warranty may not be for everyone, but it is certainly worthwhile exploring for buyers and sellers who need some help in getting through the negotiation process between home inspections and closing. So how exactly does a home warranty differ from a homeowner's policy? So home warranties are really designed to cover home appliances and home services, which are not typically covered by a homeowner's policy, which is really designed to protect policyholders against damage to personal property and the home structure. It also covers them from loss due to natural disasters like fire, wind and hail, floods, loss from theft, or covers them for personal liability, and some cases also covers medical payments to others. So what exactly do home warranties cover? So home warranties are really designed to cover repair and replacement services for household appliances like refrigerators, dishwashers, washing machines and dryers, garbage disposals, garage door openers. It also covers home systems like electrical, plumbing, HVAC, and sometimes on an optional basis can cover external systems like pools and spas. And overall, from a cost perspective, a home warranty generally runs between $450 and $600 a year for standard coverage. And you can also purchase additional coverage above and beyond the standard coverage as well. So what's typically not covered in a home warranty? They typically don't cover structural issues or foundational issues. Walls, painting is typically not covered. Flooring is not covered. They don't cover commercial grade equipment or systems, pre-existing conditions. So you already know that your HVAC system is not working. A home warranty is not going to cover pre-existing conditions. Normal wear and tear. Also, they don't cover detection and removal of asbestos, radon gas, or mold. And they don't cover items that are malfunctioning due to either building or zoning code violations. So how do you choose a home warranty company? So there are numerous home warranty companies in the area, and your coverage choices should be based on what are your overall coverage needs, what's your budget, and what also are the contract and terms that you're looking for from a home warranty company. Your real estate agent can be very helpful in providing you with a list of local vendors available for you to choose from. But it's important to note that real estate agents do not have a financial or ownership interest in any of the home warranty companies that we may give you a list of. And we are also not compensated based on your decision to either use them or not. So what is this big concern about home inspections and how that can really get in the way of helping buyers and sellers move from the home inspection process to closings? So I'm going to share a few slides that show you where home inspections are in the whole myriad of things that could potentially go wrong. So I'm now sharing the screen. So what are the common reasons why home sales fall through? So the home inspections are number 3 on the list of reasons why home sales fall through, behind home sale contingency, or, if a buyer enters a contract to purchase a home but needs to sell a home in order for them to purchase that home. So home sales contingency is the number one reason. Buyer financing falling through is number two. So home inspections is in the top three in that hit parade. Just ahead of buyers changing their mind, lower property appraisal than expected, and also outstanding liens that are discovered in the deed search process. So what is the typical cost concerns that a buyer or a seller has in terms of home appliances or home systems that could potentially fall or make their way on a home inspection list? So this slide depicts the units that are covered, the average repair cost, as well as the average replacement cost. So for example, a refrigerator may cost $400 to repair. It can cost anywhere from $800 to $8,000 to replace. Similarly, a washer and dryer, $300 to repair, or $1,000 to $2,000 per unit to replace. Oven range, $300 to repair, anywhere from $1,000 to $3,000 to replace. Dishwasher, $300 to repair, anywhere from $600 to $1,700 to replace. And when you get into some of the more expensive home systems, like your water heater, can cost $700 to repair, but anywhere from $1,750 to $2,500 to replace. Air conditioning systems and heating systems can be even more expensive, depending on the size of home that you have, the number of heating and cooling zones that you have. So for example, an air conditioning system may cost $500 to repair. It could cost as much as $2,500 to $7,500 to replace. And a heating system, $750 to repair, or $2,800 to $6,800 to replace. So you can see where buyers and sellers are concerned about the cost of closing gaps in home inspection findings that include any or more of these items. So let's take a typical use case. A seller lists their 15-year-old home, and all appliances in the home are original to the home. Home systems, electrical, heating, plumbing, cooling, likewise original to the home as well. According to the seller, all appliances and home systems are currently operational with no known defects or malfunctions. Then along comes the dreaded home inspection. Home inspection could be a great topic for an upcoming video on Cape Cod Like a Local. Because home inspections in and of themselves can be a very complicated and anxiety and emotion-filled process. So we'll save that for a later date. But in this example, the buyer spends $400 on a home inspection, and the home inspector delivers a 45-page report to the buyer with major findings, including the home heating and AC system is at or near the end of its useful life, and the inspector recommends budgeting for replacement. The water heater has a pinhole leak, and the inspector recommends inspection and replacement by a licensed plumber. And then lastly, they've observed puddling of water under the washing machine, and they recommend inspection and repair by a licensed technician. So what do you think the buyer and seller reactions to these findings are? So the buyer is looking for a $20,000 price concession for heating and air conditioning systems. As you noted on the prior slide, depending on the number of zones impacted, that can be quite costly to replace air conditioning and heating systems. They're also looking for a new water heater to be installed and the washing machine to be inspected and repaired by a licensed technician. The seller, on the other hand, is willing to replace the water heater, and they're also willing to have the washing machine inspected and repaired by a licensed technician. However, they're not willing to address the AC and heating system, as they view that those systems are currently operational, they're currently working, they may be 15 years into your useful life, but everything is working currently, and they're not willing to concede to the $20,000 concession that the buyer is looking for. So what's the potential risk here? So we've got about a $20,000 gap. And we also have, in addition to the numbers and the financials, a lot of agony and stress and emotions wrapped up in this negotiation process. The price concessions could result in a lower price for the seller. And this $20,000 gap, if not negotiated or closed, could put the overall transaction at risk of failure, resulting in the property going back on the market, the buyer starting all over again to look for a new home, the seller starting all over again to search for a new buyer. Isn't this a perfect opportunity for a $450 to $600 home warranty to help in closing the gap and saving this home sale transaction? Let's talk about the benefits to the seller and the buyer. So the seller could have included a home warranty with a listing. You may have seen that in other listings. Including a home warranty enhances the overall attractiveness of the listing. It helps to keep the transaction on track, as in the case we just went through. It's transferable to the buyer and renewable each year thereafter. It promotes a better offer by removing objections. It just controls the narrative, so you're not spending all this time and energy wringing your hands and trying to negotiate a gap between the home inspection, what the buyer wants and what the seller wants. It promotes a better offer by removing all of those objections, and some plans, some home warranty plans, offer coverage to the seller during the listing period. So the way that works is the seller purchases the home warranty, includes it in the listing, and it covers the seller during the period that the property is listed. So if something is discovered, unforeseen to the seller, and it's on that coverage list, the seller would be covered. Some plans even are payable at closing. So the seller could purchase it, include it in the listing, and not pay for it until closing. So if the seller is not willing to fund the home warranty or close the gap, the buyer optionally could purchase the home warranty as well. It helps to keep the transaction on track. It gives them peace of mind of knowing that they're covered if something happens. And it gives them security in knowing that the warranty will pay towards the covered repair costs, leaving money in their pockets that they don't have to spend. It's also renewable every year, making it an effective tool for managing the yearly repair budget. And also, some plans allow the buyer to choose their own vendors. Other plans are restricted to using just vendors on their approved list, but some also allow the buyer to choose their own vendors as well. So this overall describes how a home warranty could potentially have saved this transaction, and also the benefits to sellers and buyers. So in conclusion, a home warranty really can be a helpful tool in keeping a home sale transaction on target, that both the seller and the buyer can definitely benefit from a home warranty, but it's important to recognize that not everybody needs a home warranty. You need to make sure that your appliances and home systems aren't already covered under a manufacturer's warranty already. There are many home warranty vendors in the marketplace, and plans can vary significantly based on the coverage, cost of options available. So it's always prudent to shop and compare in order to help you choose wisely. And as always, you can always use your agent as a helpful resource. So this concludes today's episode on home warranties. If you found today's information helpful, please feel free to click the like button at the bottom of the screen. And as always, if you are interested in hearing more information related to the real estate market, please feel free to subscribe to our channel, Cape Cod Like a Local. We'll be back again next week with another informative episode for all of you to enjoy. Until then, this is Dave Landry from the Gervais Group signing off. Thank you for spending time with us today.